Hey Libra, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this just in. This is where we get all up in other folks' business about love and relationships. This reading will be good for Libra, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody. It just won't. Libra, this is your love reading for July 2018. As I record this video, that fell. Alright. We're going to put that out. Give me a second, Libra. The first card is the Hanged Man reversed. Okay, so back to it. As I said, the moon is in Aquarius as I make this video. Hope everybody is doing well. Rabbit is the 1st of July. Yeah, I hadn't looked into this, but with the rabbit thing, you know, some people's like, well, what does that mean? So far as I understand, in what we call spirituality, rabbits are about prosperity. So on the first day of the month, the way I think of it is, if you say rabbit, you put out the energy of prosperity. And Libra, that's interesting because the feeling that I've been getting for you as I got prepared to do this reading is that this is a love reading, but Libra, I'm kind of feeling like you have a different narrative this month. I feel like you're trying to get your money up, and maybe that is causing some problems in love that you may be currently in, or if you're not in a relationship, you know, maybe it's keeping you from getting out there to pursue a relationship. But that's just my thoughts. Let's see what's up. Listen, guys, I never generally say this, but I'm going to say it today. I would love it to death if you would like and subscribe. And if you like this video, please share it. Thanks. Alright, so we got the next card and the next card. I'm pulling out my standard 3 cards, and this is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro, Marchetti. So, if I hadn't shown you already, this is the Hanged Man. He is the 12th major arcana, and he's reversed. This is a Neptune card. Neptune's currently in retrograde. So, when Neptune's in retrograde, the blinders come off, so to speak. That, you know, rose-colored glasses are no longer rose-colored. You start to see things for what they really are. Where you may have felt like you were in a position where your hands were tied, you couldn't do anything. With the Hanged Man reversed, it says that you are coming out of that. And maybe there was something at some point that you felt like was unobtainable, but maybe now that something is in your reach. So, you know, maybe that is in fact a relationship. Now, the other thing could be, Libra, is like I said before, you know, maybe there's something outside relationships that you felt like you couldn't get to, or, you know, were but a dream. And now what I'm not feeling is you being passive. And whatever it is that you're trying to do this month, Libra. Let's see what the other card is. The next card is the 9 of Wands reversed. So, okay, when this card is upright, this is a Moon in Sagittarius card, right? Sagittarius is about optimism, expansion. It's about higher learning and higher consciousness. It's about foreign travels. This is a Neptune card. Some of you Libras may be taking a trip over the water, you know, possibly on a boat, but you could be flying too. Generally, you know, I'm thinking on a boat, but, you know, I have to understand that sometimes you take a trip overseas and you never touch the water, you fly over it. So that could be the possibility too. Anyway, the 9 of Wands reversed. In this particular case, whatever it was, I feel like that made you feel defeated, that made you feel trapped. You're just out of that mode. Whatever prison you felt like you were in, Libra, you're out of it now. This looks like escape of some sort to me. You're trying to escape something, or you've been trying to escape something. And with these two cards in the position that they're in the month of July, it looks like you get to do that. You know, this seems like I said, like some sort of prison at one point that you may have felt that you were in. You felt like somebody was emotionally stifling you. And it was always a fight. And you felt helpless probably in that situation. But Libra, I'm feeling like the anchor's being lifted. The doors that made you feel imprisonated are being thrown open. And you can get out and do whatever it is that you wanted to do and be whoever it is that you wanted to be. So Libra, you know, since this is a relationship reading, I'm wondering if you've been in a relationship with somebody that you just felt trapped by. Let's see what this last card is. Okay. This is the Faith card reversed. In the regular Rider-Waite deck, this is the 5th major arcana. And in the regular deck, in the Rider-Waite deck, the 5th major arcana is the Hierophant. Institutions, marriage, things of that nature. Now, I said this, I think this was to Taurus. And that's interesting because both signs, Taurus and Libra, are both ruled by Venus. With this being reversed, let me address this first. In the upright position in the other deck, this could be a priest, a rabbi, a preacher. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody a clergyman. You get it. And he's somebody who's very, very traditional. This is also, you know, just institutions like schools and things like that. Kind of the man, so to speak. And he does everything by the book. Well, with him reversed, you've lost your faith in whatever it was I feel like that you had, and now you are on some sort of new, what some may consider unorthodox path. Unorthodox is definitely a word that I use with this. This could be about differences in culture and religion and things like that as well. Maybe it's somebody that you have been dealing with where you guys just don't see eye to eye on how it is you choose to express your faith. And in this particular case, it was really a big deal. You know, some couples can be of different faiths, and you know, it's understandable and they get on perfectly well, but in other situations that may not be the case. Now the other thing is I see jilted at the altar potentially, like somebody was possibly getting ready to get into a marriage that they didn't really want to be in. And in the month of July, they come to the understanding, or they get up to courage to say, no, this is not what I want to do. I don't have faith in this relationship. I'm out. It could just simply be the fact that maybe Libras have at this point lost hope in love, and they would just rather do something else, concentrate on something else in life. Now your ruling planet, even though it's not quite time to talk about this in detail, your ruling planet Venus is going to go retrograde, I believe, in September. So just like I told Taurus, I believe if a relationship ends now, if you get out of this, because like I said, this feels like escape to me, if you manage to get out of this, when Venus goes retrograde, don't let yourself get caught up thinking about how good it used to be and the good times. If it's over, for whatever reason, it needs to be over. But when Venus retrogrades, you can find that somebody that you once dealt with is making their little way back into your world, and you may find yourself reminiscing about the good old days. And that probably is not going to be a good idea, but we will talk a little bit more about that next month, Libra. So that's the way I see it. I just wanted to see if there was anything else that I wanted to say. Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. If you or anybody you know who's into this kind of thing and is looking for some answers would like to get a personal reading with me, my email is in the description box below. I currently do not have a website. I worked on it. I tried to do it myself. It didn't work out. And like I told some of the other signs, we will get there soon. In the meantime, though, if you are new, thank you so much for giving this video a glance. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I hope to talk to you guys again next month.